So for the final section, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create the same effect that I just created with Camera Raw, but retaining our layer stack. So let's do that next. So let's go ahead and throw this away. The first thing we need to do is sharpen and add some clarity. So how do we do that without Camera Raw? Well, I'm going to show you. So this one will be our sharpen layer. We'll do Shift Option Command E. That's going to merge everything into it. Then we're going to go to Filter, Other, High Pass. And for the first one, we're going to do 2.5 pixels. Basically, you want to go like a very small amount here for your sharpness. And that we're going to put on linear light. If I turn that on and off, you can see that that's really sharpening up our image, maybe even too much. So let's put this on 50%. Just hit 5 on the keyboard. I'll turn this off for now and then do it again. Shift Option Command E, but this one I'm going to call clarity. And for the clarity, I'm going to use a higher number, like 15 pixels, or maybe even 10 should be fine. Let's hit OK on that. And you can see it has some color. I don't want any of the color, so I'm just going to go to Adjustments, make this black and white, and then put this on linear light. You can see that that's way too much clarity. But if I put it on overlay, turn it on and off, you can see it's just giving that nice little punch to the whole image. Now this might be too much on the background, so what I can do is go to my character, hold down Command, and just steal that mask so that it's only on our character, and then maybe even here take it down to like 70%. I turn my sharpness back on. The other thing I want to do is add a vignette. So here I'm going to do the same trick that I showed you before, and that's just to make a shape. Make sure it's contained inside your image, meaning it doesn't go past any of the edges, and then add a curves layer. We can right away go to the mask, invert it, feather it to about 200, and then under our curve, we can now start making our vignette. So there you can see that's gonna give us a nice vignette there. If we want, we can always go back to our mask, make this a bit bigger if we want it just a little more on the edges, maybe a little more on the bottom, something like that. So that gives us our top vignette. And then finally for color grading, I like to use curves. Because with curves, I can separate out my different channels and control the shadows, the midpoint, and the highlights, all with a single adjustment layer. So for this, I might go to blue, put a little blue in the shadows, a little yellow in the highlights, maybe add some cyan to the shadows too, and a little bit of red to the highlights, and maybe add a little bit of green to the midtones, and a little magenta to the shadows. So as you can see, I can do a lot by just manipulating these curves. Now I have built a whole set of presets, and I've included a few here. Here you can see blue shadows, lomography. You can see how much these presets do to give the whole image a different look. Now Polaroid here is one that I like the colors, but it's making the image too dark. I can just go and adjust my white here without messing with the color, and so I still get the color adjustment of this preset, but don't have to use the contrast adjustment. And then we've got Santa Monica. This one probably makes it too light, but it's very much that golden hour look, and then tintype if we want more of an old portrait painting look. So there you can see with a curve, we can give this a whole different look. For this one, I'm going to stick with Polaroid and just bring up the bottom of my curve a little bit here like that. And I think that looks quite nice. So there you have it. That completes our human-animal hybrid portrait composite in Photoshop. Now, if you want to create your own, I suggest using unsplash.com as a resource for finding both the human element and the animal element, I've gone ahead and gone through the website and found matching heads and bodies for a series of composites. I've included those in the assets, but feel free to go to Unsplash and do your own searching. I searched for animal head, and then I searched for man or woman in dress or suit, just looking for animal heads and then animal humans that kind of match up in terms of lighting and also just the overall temperament or feel of the photos. And then use the techniques that you learned here to put them together. All right, that wraps up the course. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.